Okay, I'd just like to share a few tips with you, seeing as we're using Google Meet to do online teaching. Now, I'm in a Meet at the moment, so it's a live lesson by me, but you will notice I'm the only person in there. I'm doing that deliberately. What I'm doing is I'm starting the lesson off and spending 5-10 minutes explaining the tasks, going through it. Of course, you can use that Present Now button to show different tabs in your screen. But then I'm telling pupils to leave the meeting to do the work. Now, the reason I'm doing that is something I mentioned in an email before Christmas. If you leave the meeting by clicking on the leave call button, you are not ending the meeting. There doesn't seem to be any way for you to actually end the meeting. So this is a safeguarding issue, isn't it? Because pupils will remain in there and can do, say, whatever they want, have whoever they want on their cameras, so that's not appropriate. So I feel that by doing this, I'm safeguarding the pupils and myself, because they all leave the meeting. They can come back in if they got any questions. So there's no difficulty for them. If they've got any questions, they can come back in, and I explain that to them. And they can just go, and then when we get to the end of the meeting, I can just end it all there, and they can't jump back in. So it's a safeguarding issue. But like I said, it doesn't stop the fact that I'll stay online for the rest of the lesson. As you can see down the bottom corner, this lesson actually should have just finished at 11:25. So I've set the work. I've stayed on for the whole hour just to keep an eye. I'll get a notification if somebody comes back in, and I can jump back to the meeting, and I can talk to them and answer any questions that they've got. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and I think this is quite a handy little thing, if you go down here and click record meeting. Now, if we click on record meeting, it will firstly point out that you shouldn't record without the participants' consent. So you need to be clear with the pupils. Maybe you should put a disclaimer out on your classroom stream just to point out you'll record lessons if you're going to do this. So I'll click on accept, and then see in the top left corner it's starting itself up. And in a moment, bingy bangy bongy, we are now recording the meeting. Now, when I want that to stop, I'll pop back down, hit stop recording, confirm. Now the recording, as you can see in the bottom corner there, will be saved to Google Drive. You'll get a notification by email when it's done. It can take, I don't know, I did a 10-minute lesson at the start of this. It took about 3-4 minutes to actually process and appear in my Google Drive. What Google does, if you look here, is it creates a folder called Meet Recordings. And here we are. This is the one I did at the start of this lesson. It'll have like a random name, but I changed it in the name of my class just for clarity of organising the files. In a little bit, that one we just recorded will pop up here. And like I said, you also get an email notification when it's ready. We'll go back here. What I've done down the side here is when everybody left, I put a message saying, if you joined late, I've finished the teaching part of the lesson. The task is posted as classwork. I recorded what I said and will post it in the lesson so you can watch it back. Okay, I actually also put a notification when I actually added it on. So I add the recording onto the task for the lesson, the classwork task, which means that anybody who is late can look at it. Obviously, I have limited sympathy with people who just turn up late. But also, as we know, we have people who, due to circumstances, might not be able to join us or may have technological problems. Well, they can actually see everything that I've said. And there's more. This chat down the right will also be saved for you as a transcript and put into that folder. So you could also, if you wanted, if pupils ask good questions, you could also put that, attach that to your classroom task. And then the pupils who weren't able to watch the lesson live can get a pretty close approximation of that experience, with the one exception of being able to ask questions. So I hope that's useful for you, and happy online teaching.